Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Hashtag Anime Talk. This is episode 58, and I am your host, Mr. Lyndon Burton, joined by my co-host, as always, Mr. Chrissa SJE, rocking the fairy tale this week. We see him out here.
You already know what time it is, man. I got to hold it down for Machima, you know what I'm saying? The GOAT, you feel me? Because the fairy tale came, just dropped, what was it, Friday, I want to say? Like, that shit just dropped. Like, I ain't even got far in it yet. I'm like past the first little fight in the tutorial shit.
Is it just Nintendo only? Is it Nintendo exclusive?
Nah, Nintendo Switch and PS4. I thought it was only PS4, but it's for the Switch too. So I've been as soon as I found out it was for the Switch, like 2 or 3 days before it dropped, I pre-ordered it. Cause like I thought it was just for PS4.
My guy is now a Switch guy.
All the good shit is exclusively PS4. That's like fucking Ghost of Tsushima and shit.
That's why I don't get why you not on PS4 wave, but that's a whole nother conversation.
I just copped World Seeker. World Seeker's coming. I got a hard copy. That bitch coming in the mail hopefully tomorrow.
To me, I prefer Pirate Warriors 4 because
really,
yes, I do. Like 10 by like 5 million% because World Seekers is cool, but like it's very limited. It's very glitchy. Like there's things about World Seeker that I just don't like. Whereas Pirate Warriors 4 covers the One Piece story. Like everything in World Seeker is just Bandai fan made, whereas Pirate Warriors you're actually doing there's no like it's a made up story that doesn't it doesn't matter. You can only play as Luffy, whereas in Pirate Warriors you can play as the whole gang. Like you can't play as other niggas, and if you want to, you gotta buy DLCs to do it, which is trash. And you only get one mission as them. Like Pirate Warriors, I wish you would have asked me about this before. I mean, not Pirate with World Seeker, because I do not like it. That's why when I tweeted last about the best anime game has to be Pirate Warriors. That's not a fighter, because bro, everything else is like from Kakarot to that, it's just ass.
Oh, I'm not fucking with Kakarot at all, but it's just I'm copying it from somebody, you know what I'm saying? So that bitch is like pre-owned, you feel me? So I'm copying it for the low, just to see what it's hitting for, you know what I'm saying? But I might just play because it's gonna be a while before I even touch it, because like I got so much games on the Switch right now. Like I just downloaded the Fairy Tail game. I just started really playing the Attack on Titan game. I downloaded Dragon Ball Heroes. I'm just literally past the tutorial of that too. I think the one I'm probably gonna try to beat first is the Attack on Titan game. You feel me? I got too much games for the Switch. I need
I need bro, you need to get Pirate War. But like, I would wait to get Pirate Warriors 4 till you caught up with One Piece, because you don't want to ruin any of the story. Like, you don't want to learn the story from the game.
I got Pirate Warriors 3. I'm like in Power Warriors 3. I want to say I'm in the Sanji arc. You feel me? Like the whole they scooping up Sanji shit on the
Totland shit.
I just stopped playing it. You feel me?
I'm
catching up, bro. I'm in Dressrosa now. You feel me? I just got to Dressrosa. Just met Fujitora. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, pause. My nigga, why didn't you hit me up and tell me you was in Dressrosa?
I just got there. I just got there. Like I just got to Dressrosa. I finished Punk Hazard. Gas Pack.
Shit.
Not super Gas Pack, but I liked it a lot.
But
you feel me?
You just meet Law. But you meet Law.
I really like the context you meet him in and the direction the story's going.
That's what I was about to say. Punk Hazard is a setup for the world. Like the speech that Law gives about how he breaks the cog into the wheel, about like how the worst generation was preparing for 2 years, and he was like, Doflamingo, you ain't do shit but sit on your ass. Like we about to come fuck you up.
Bro, Law was really gangster. Like how he even made that nigga Dofi back down, bro. I was like, no, this nigga didn't. I thought he was really, because he was big. He's like, hey, I'm gonna kill these niggas. He like, they talking about nigga give up my what? I'm just gonna find you. I'm gonna kill you.
But then fucking Dofi came up and put hands on Smoker like bad. Smoker got that was up.
Boy,
he lucky Aokiji
Smoker caught a lot of L's. He caught a lot of L's. Aokiji was like, don't kill him, that's my boy. So he was leaking. His whole face was bloody. I was like,
this is fucking amazing, ladies and gentlemen. I've been waiting for Chrissa to catch up on One Piece for so
I'm getting there
long.
I'm trying to catch
real
up on Dressrosa next week.
Do not just stop at the anime. I want you in the manga with me reading spoilers like on Wednesday.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm reading the manga to catch up. Like I'm reading the manga and then I go back
watch the fights.
I watch, basically watch the fights and I watch the impactful moments and shit like that.
That's exactly what I did. Hell to the yes.
That shit gas
met the surgeon of death. I'm so happy. Holy shit. Now you're in Dressrosa. The world is expanding. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm trying to think of like what is known at Punk Hazard time.
It's like, see, the thing is, like, I've just being on Twitter, you feel me, and knowing you and knowing just where One Piece is. For a while, I've been knowing, because my bro Dio used to watch One Piece back when I was watching Hunter x Hunter and shit, and he was like, bro, you missing it. It's going, some crazy shit going on right now. And I would hear some things, and then I would see Twitter go crazy when certain shit would happen, but all I know is like small context, you feel me? But now they're starting to introduce these concepts, not even show the characters.
Like you just met the niggas from Wano. You just met Kinemon, Momonosuke, and you met the same, like they with them going to Dressrosa.
Sure. Momonosuke. And the thing is, I when I met them and you hear them talk about Wano, it's like oh shit, Wano. So these are key players. They're foreshadowing something, that this is a whole area. I've heard Kaido's name. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's kind of reminiscent to how. To me, okay, so let me just give you some context. So basically, this whole Wano thing is kind of like the Alabasta, like you know how when they met Vivi and then they got Chopper and then they went to Alabasta. It's like they met Momonosuke and them, they get them, they do Dressrosa because they got to go get Kanjuro. Then they go to Zou because they got to get Raizo. And then the shit with Sanji happens, which is a curveball. And then boom, then they go to Wano. And Wano to me, when you and I'm very interested to see what you think when you get there, but I consider Wano is very, if it mirrors any arc. I know people like to think they want to compare it to Marineford because of like the war, but to me Wano is Enies Lobby in Water 7, whereas Wano is Water 7, and then Onigashima, what's going on right now, even though that's inside of Wano, is technically the Enies Lobby. So that's how I feel about that. Wait. And I want to see what you think when you get there. But you about to meet the best One Piece villain, in my opinion, to this day, the Doflamingo. And Doflamingo's backstory is nuts.
Man, I gotta see what's popping, bro. I be seeing like
you about to meet Sabo. Like shit is you just met like real shit. You about to meet two of my favorite, like probably my two favorite characters in One Piece. That's not like Zoro, Sanji, like Law and Sabo.
I forgot about Sabo because Sabo is in all the games and shit like that. And Sabo was in Stampede when I watched.
And you
Stampede
still haven't met him yet.
And the only I've seen him as a kid, but they still haven't tied the knot in between like the viewer. If I hadn't played the game or you know what I'm saying, seen Stampede, I'd still think he's dead. You know what I'm saying?
And you about to get all of that that's coming up. Ooh, so we gonna.
I'm hyped because Dressrosa is pretty long, but I knocked out like 20 chapters like yesterday. I want to say
where are you at exact? Because we're gonna do this every time. Every anime talk episode now is get an update on One Piece. Like I do with Schubert. Schubert's watching it on Bros Who Binge, and he watches it. That nigga right now is in Skypiea. Like everybody's on One Piece right now. It's crazy. So I'm gonna get an update for you,
everybody's on it right now. Like I've been seeing my bros, like Otaku guys on it right now.
Yep.
Just so many
Mecky Moss, shout out to M Doodoo who listens to watches the show. But yeah, okay, so where exactly are you at in Dressrosa? Like what have they
the last thing because I'm literally just pulling up into Dressrosa. Like I just finished reading Punk Hazard or whatever. But you meet Fujitora. I just know who he is, you know what I'm saying? But he's like just basically this blind samurai, you feel me? He's gambling and shit.
He's just gambling. Like did he run past Luffy and them?
Like he just like right where I hit is whenever they like Luffy's seeing him get finesse.
Okay, so did Luffy?
Because he's basically getting finesse right now.
Did Luffy hear about something where he's trying to go somewhere?
Not yet. I'm about to get there though.
Okay.
Like I think I stopped reading like mid chapter. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so they still doing Law's plan right now.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Like they just put up Dressrosa and they doing Law's plan. Like
all right,
the whole fucking alliance shit. That shit is. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming out of this, too, because I fuck with Law super hard, you feel me?
Surgeon of Death, man. Probably my favorite One Piece character. He's freaking amazing. Just room shambles. It's fucking...
And, bro, when I've been watching sub, because that's all they got now. Like, I'm out of dub territory. I'm, like, way past dub territory. Well, not way past, but...
Isn't it amazing? Be honest. Be honest. Like, okay,
like certain characters.
Isn't Luffy better? And that's no disrespect to the dub actress. I think
they're pretty similar. Like to me, both of the Luffys are pretty similar. But then again, I haven't seen him. Luffy. I haven't seen him go full gummo or anything. You know what I'm
saying? Wait till you hear him go Gear Segundo. Or when
I wish I'd have took better.
Shit.
I wish I would have took better note because I know there's a like I don't think I like Sanji. Smoker definitely sounds weird. You know what I'm saying?
So I like
if I'm not mistaken.
Zoro and Sanji to me are way better. Like I get that Chris Sabat does Zoro and he does Pikachu. Does Piccolo and Vegeta, and his Zoro sounds very similar to them. But I like the sub Zoro because it's very distinct, and I like the sub Sanji more because Zoro and Sanji to me are two well known. Like it's basically who is Sanji's voice actor, and I feel like it's not Gohan. Who is it? Fuck, I feel like I should know who Sanji is. I'm about to look this up because it bugs me because I feel like it's Piccolo and someone else talking to each other. But okay, tell me which ones you like more dub.
Now, see, I'm gonna have to get back at you. I gotta go back there and like note and compare them both. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching it but I've mostly been reading it. You feel me? But whenever I watch it, it is in sub, and I've been seeing a lot of shit. But I need to go back and like see what I like compare the two. You know what I'm saying? For each character, because like I've only seen a few of the because everybody wasn't super active in all the fights. You know what I'm saying?
True. No, that's 1,000. Okay, so yeah, okay. To me, this is why it bugs me when I watch the dub because it's Eric Vale, and I love Eric Vale because he has one of my favorite performances as Trunks. But that's what bugs me. Sanji and Sanji and Zoro are supposed to be rivals who don't get along, but it's Vegeta and Trunks versus each other, so it's father and son. That bugs the shit out of me. Like it's something that I noticed, and I'm just like, man, because I was watching the other day, somebody posted the Thriller Bark clip where Zoro's like, nothing happened here, and Sanji runs up and talks to him, and I'm just like, yo, that's Trunks, and like, I just can't do it.
I never caught it. I gotta go back and I don't get Trunks vibe. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I should have caught that. Like I feel like I should have caught it. I know Chris Sabat. I know Chris Sabat's voice as soon as I hear it. Like I'm like,
it's All Might. Yeah,
oh, Captain Yuno.
That's why
Captain
I like
Yuno, Captain Yami.
That's why I fuck with Zoro more sub. But that's something I want to know next time with the update. So in the update, we're gonna get where you at and then what you think about the dub compared to the sub. But this is an awesome day. Anime talk. I was already excited for the episode because we have a great news slate. But the fact that my nigga Chris is on Dressrosa, One Piece gang, we move. And then once you catch up, I'm gonna ask you the question about One Piece compared to Naruto, and how is One Piece the greatest shonen? I'm gonna ask you once you catch up, but that's not a conversation we have now. But that is something that we can maybe start when we get to our discussion because of something we have. But let's jump into the news. This is a big show slated today. So the Demon Slayer movie trailer, the Mugen Train arc has a release date as well as a trailer drop. Is dropping in Japan in October, but for American audiences, me and Chris kind of told you this last episode. We discussed it because of how concentrated I am on movies in America. I brought this to the table where if America's not getting Tenet and not getting American movies, I did not prepare us, Chris, that we were not going to get the Demon Slayer movie this year because of COVID.
Man, I think we had like a conversation about you feel me?
If it may happen. Yeah, if it should come to streaming and if it should happen. And
now I wish that happened because like you already know niggas gonna trap out the bandwidth. You know what I'm saying? You already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? If that shit drop in Japan and within the month or within the time
in October,
between that, like between the time when it drops and when it drops in America, you know it's gonna come out somewhere HQ, and if it's I'm not the type of dude to download, watch no bootleg quality shit. But if it pops up, it's on the timeline, people putting it out there, and it's like actual high quality, like you know what I'm saying.
Sub. Watch it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got the sub out and everything.
And that's the thing. It comes out in October.
Or I hope somebody gets the streaming rights to it before. I hope we can still get it in America in the theaters if we ever do, but I'm not even excited to go to the theaters right now with this whole COVID shit.
Funimation has so much money behind it. That's why it's going to theaters first. And the thing is, it drops in October in Japan. We do not know what month in 2020 because they're basing it around when theaters open again. So it could be January, it could be February, it could be March. Like this is going to be a long, long process. But what'd you think of the trailer? It looked good. It definitely looks good.
And I do gotta say, if you know what I'm saying, even if I don't watch the movie, I'm glad that I read the manga.
Yeah.
So like I'm not really looking forward to anything. Like I'm not like, oh shit, they're gonna spoil something. Like the most I'll know is how the movie ends. They might spoil that, but I already know how it's gonna end anyway. Or like I don't know how it's gonna end, but I'll know what happens after it ends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I'm still curious because I know everybody's been looking forward to seeing a certain demon in at the end of the trailer, trying to see if they're gonna include him in the movie. But I think that's more of a surprise thing you're gonna get in the movie. I don't think they're gonna put that in the trailer. People are wondering if you're gonna see Akaza before the last trailer drops. I don't even think, even if he's in the movie, you know what I'm saying?
They shouldn't. They should save it because that's like blowing your load before you before it's time.
Yeah, a lot of shit happens, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you feel me? What they did show in the trailer, like the action,
it's Demon Slayer, man. It looks good.
It's what you expect.
Yeah, it looks great. And this, honestly, you know how low I've been on Demon Slayer just because of the manga. This trailer has me excited again. So I'm really excited to see this arc because, honestly, these next 2 arcs are probably my 2 favorite arcs in Demon Slayer. The train and then the Tengen arc is definitely my favorite arc in the whole manga. So, like...
Same, for sure. Like, this is Demon Slayer in its peak, at its prime. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, after this, it just...
I'm not gonna lie. I think some of the arcs, like after these next, because we get this arc and then we get like the train arc and then we get the red light district arc. I think after that you get a couple. The arcs after that are gonna be better animated. I feel like the arcs after that are gonna be better on anime. But as far as manga goes, like, you know what I'm saying, I feel like that whenever the anime hits these next couple arcs, it's gonna do it justice. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not like Dragon Ball Super where the anime is trash and the movies are fire. Like the anime is fire, so the movies is only going to be
it has
equally
to be
or more fire. You
exactly,
because even if it's equally fire,
it covers actual arc. This is something that they're doing something new for the first time. So if anything, I'm supporting this not only because I love Demon Slayer, but I'm supporting this as an anime fan because hopefully, if this is successful, maybe the My Hero arc that we have right now that's going on, that's a big war arc, could be a movie, or Villain Academia could be a movie. So this is something that we should support so we could see other things do this and we could get away from just filler movies. So good for Demon Slayer. Hopefully we get it sooner than later because, man, it's definitely going to be trapped out of the bandwidth if it drops in October like they're planning to do.
I don't see them dropping it in October and it not being out everywhere by December. You feel me? So it's like, y'all wait until 2021. It's like, you might as well re-strategize because I understand you want that big bag, but big bag versus no bag is kind of, you know what I'm saying? You gotta find something in the middle, somewhere in the middle.
Exactly. And speaking of My Hero is dropping a new OVA called Make It, Do or Die Survival Training. It's dropping August 16th. It's 2 parts. It'll be on Hulu on August 16th, and then it'll be on Crunchyroll and everywhere August 30th. But we're getting it at the same time as Japan, so no worries about that. This is basically a description of it. In this brand new adventure, some Class 1A students are sent to hone their survival skills at a training course. Having yet to receive their provisional license, they're eager to cut loose and have a little fun. They quickly discover that the danger they face is no simulation. It's going to take their combined training, teamwork, quick thinking if they're going to pass this assignment. So basically this takes place kind of before what we just saw, and like it's not manga content, it's an OVA. So this will be cool, but I'm just ready for the new season. This is just a little tie over because honestly this kind of scares me because maybe we don't get the new season this upcoming January because that's when My Hero drops.
A bunch of filler. They might just give us some filler until they're ready. But as long as it looks good when it comes back, I ain't tripping on it. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of gas pack that has been pushed back. So
2021 is going to be like 2019 on steroids.
In 2020, we're already getting some solid shit. Whatever they had finished and they had ready, they're letting it out. We're getting some good shit as far as that. But as far as the shit that they push back, it's only gas pack that they're pushing back. So like next year's
Promised Neverland, the Demon Slayer movie, potentially My Hero season 5, and that's just 3 off top. And then,
if anything, if My Hero, you know what I'm saying, the studio is like COVID's making everything a little bit slower and they're taking their time to do season 5, if they already have these OVAs in the pocket just for a rainy day, let them out. Like more My Hero content, nobody's gonna be mad at that.
Nobody's complaining, but it's just like, damn, season 5 is nuts. So maybe after you catch up on One Piece, you can catch up on My Hero because that shit.
For sure.
That shit is crazy. But next up, speaking of 2021, and I want to get your take on this because you're the fan. I gotta watch the full series because I gave up on it and it was never really my bag. But I know we're probably going to review this show on this show, so I have to be prepared. But the Inuyasha sequel trailer dropped. What'd you think of it? This is a Chris only topic.
it's so hard. It was so hard to find like the good trailer. Like all the trailers were either super choppy or it was just screenshots in a video. I'm like sitting there looking at the official trailer. I'm like, man, why can I not get like good HQ? You know what I'm saying? But I guess it's so early on in the process. But I'm excited about it. It's different. Because Inuyasha, the main characters, you know what I'm saying, is Kagome and Inuyasha. It's like a but the thing is, Inuyasha, like a lot of females, a lot of women, a lot of girls love
it's their show, man.
Inuyasha, and a lot of dudes like it too. But this one is like an all girl cast, you know what I'm saying? But it seems really dope.
And isn't the main character kind of like a mix of Kagome and Inuyasha, where she has the bow and arrow and Inuyasha's sword?
Yeah, she's a bounty hunter, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at it right now. Moroha is her name, and she's a 14-year-old bounty hunter, and the drip is just like, it reminds me super hard of Inuyasha. It looks like it would be Inuyasha and Kagome's daughter. You know what I'm saying? And then you got
what's up with
Sesshomaru's daughter in the mix
yeah.
too. And like that's kind of like they're like related. You know what I'm saying? They're like, what cousins. Is that? Like they're like cousins. You feel
they're
me?
First cousins, because that's Inuyasha and Sesshomaru are brothers.
And see, it doesn't say if she's just squad or if she's
is a rival
type situation. We got somebody that's the antagonist. He has another daughter. You feel me? I'm looking at this character. I thought this was a dude. It looked like Todoroki. He got like the white hair, but the one little red bang.
Oh, so he has two daughters.
Two daughters. And one of them looks like, I thought this was a dude character. So I was surprised when it was all female cast, because I'm checking, you know what I'm saying? I can see it now, like that it's a chick. You feel me? But I'm surprised Sesshomaru got two daughters. Inuyasha got one, and the whole cast is like these three. And I want to say one of his daughters is the antagonist. You know what I'm saying? Okay. If I'm not mistaken. She might be a protagonist. They might be a little...
They might all be clique.
Yeah. They might have like a little clique. But I just want to see what the storyline's going to be like. I want to see how long it's going to be, what story they're going to dive into. I just hope it's real, you know what I'm saying, fan servicey. I hope that Inuyasha fans get what they came for when they, like me, I want to see a lot of fan servicey shit. I want a lot of callbacks, you know what I'm saying? I want shit to tug at my heartstrings, you feel me? I definitely want some cameos. All these people got kids. I want to see the parents like in a time skip format, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm excited for this.
Okay, well, we will keep you guys updated on Inuyasha, and by the time the season starts, I will be caught up with old classic Inuyasha. But next up, Beastars is eyeing a January 2021 comeback to start the new year off right. Hopefully that doesn't put them in anime jail, because that means me and Crystal will be trapping out the bandwidth. But hopefully when Netflix drops it in Japan, everywhere will get it. But another one to the 2021 gas pack year that's going to challenge 2019 for one of the best years of an anime. Beastars. Chris, are you excited for season 2?
I am actually. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I started Beastars with some questions, some concerns and everything. Especially once you get past a few episodes, you're like,
it ended up being fire.
Pretty gas, son. Front to back, I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was a pretty compelling series, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. I want to say early this year, late last year.
Yeah,
it was Netflix this year.
Yeah, it was late last year, so that doesn't count for this year. You're totally right.
The dub dropped this year. That's when I watched it. Whenever it dropped on Netflix.
Yeah, so that's up for anime of the year. Crazy. Beastars. That was a great little show, because didn't have any expectations, and it turned out being super fire. So shout out to Beastars, ready for season 2 coming 2021. Well, the Crunchyroll and Adult Swim partnership, we know what's coming from it. We know what Toonami's bringing. So I got a long list. So Blade Runner Black Lotus, which is going to be an anime on Toonami based off of the Blade Runner movie series. It's made between Crunchyroll and Adult Swim. I'm just going to use Adult Swim because that's the company for Toonami, but it's all Toonami. And that's coming out 2021 as well. That's going to be super dope. They released some pictures. So basically it's like this detective in this AI world, cyberpunk. So it's going to give you Cowboy Bebop vibes. Also, Uzumaki dropped a little trailer. It's dropping 2021. It's just some pictures. That's going to be super dope. And then total original between Production IG, Toonami, and Crunchyroll is called Fina Pirate Princess. It dropped a trailer, and I know the name. When you hear Fina Pirate Princess, you might think, oh, this might not be for me. It might not be a lot of action, but don't worry, it's dropping 2021. The trailer looked crazy. This is what it's about. It's a 12-episode original anime series that tells the tale of a young orphan girl, Fina Houtman. Fina has been raised on an island where there's no hope of becoming anything more than chattel, to be used and discarded by soldiers of the British Empire. But Fina is more than just another powerless orphan. When her mysterious past comes knocking, Fina will break the chains of her oppressors. Her goal, forge a new identity, free bondage, and search for a place where she can truly belong and find out the true mysteries behind a keyword, Eden. It's the story of a lifetime adventure she and her crew of misfits and unlikely allies will have in pursuit of her goals. Krista, you saw this trailer, super gory, super violent. When you hear the name Fina Pirate Princess, you don't think this. But if Toonami's putting out an original with production IG, they're not about to put nothing out that's not gas. This shit looks dope. I'm excited for, again, 2021 giving us 3 Toonami originals in Uzumaki, Blade Runner, and Fina Pirate Princess.
I'm just excited to see Toonami like
get
back
into
and
this
stronger
game.
than ever.
Yeah.
Like Toonami is a thing that, you know what I'm saying, as an adult, it wasn't around at the beginning of my adulthood. It was just a thing of the past, and it was a good thing of the past, and it left and then came back and hit a new generation with the Naruto kids. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people grew up on Toonami. So to see it right now, not only delivering us the My Heroes and the Fire Forces, and you know what I'm saying,
it's getting into the streaming wars, and I think it's justly
delivering original content, and all the original content seems gas. Like even this Fina project with the pirate princess, it sounds crazy, but at the same time, if you learned anything about the Mugiwara, you know what I'm saying, it is a crew. You need a pirate crew. You feel me? And from what I'm looking at, the crew looks pretty solid. Like everybody on the crew looks intriguing.
And look, man, I talked about this with Schubert when we talked about this on Bros Who Binge, but Adult Swim and Toonami is our generation. Like this is our generation's network. Like we grew up on it. It was intended for, I guess, the people in their 30s now, but it was really our generation who snuck and look at it late at night when it was like, no, you shouldn't be watching this, but we did anyway. And it has enough carte blanche and enough goodwill and notoriety from our generation, who's now has the buying power in the market and has the paying power. And HBO Max knows that, like, our generation really fucks with it. So why not let these people make original content? Because you have the newer generation, like you said, but then you have our generation that's going to champion it. This is the perfect time for Toonami to do this, because it's a win-win for everybody involved, because our generation is now in the marketplace to be spending heavily.
Very true, bro. Like now is the best time, you know what I'm saying? And plus, it's just a time for content. Like if you got some good shit, drop that shit, because now it's gonna stick. You feel me? No matter what, people are watching anime. So if you got some good anime in the cut, you got some experimental shit, you just want to dabble in it. Like I don't see you being a big company like Toonami or Crunchyroll or whatever not getting into these originals. So it's long overdue. I'm just glad we're getting quality ones. Like
there's so
Uzumaki.
many stories out there, man. Like and that's the thing that as a creator I love, that being that I'm influenced by manga as a writer, it's like I'm influenced by American comics, but I'm influenced by Japanese manga and anime. And it's like there has to be a place where you can put out these stories that aren't necessarily fit for the typical American audience that's targeted to the fans of anime and manga. And Toonami and Crunchyroll are showing that they're that place, with God of High School, Tower of God being South Korean properties. And then we see things like Radiant being a French property. And now we have these American ones with Fina Pirate Princess, and as well, but more so American as the Blade Runner, which I'm super excited for. And if that works, it just gives all of these American creators, French, English creators who aren't necessarily trying to make American comic style, but are trying to make manga style, and it gives them a place to get their work adapted. And now it's like, okay, well, HBO, Crunchyroll are doing it. Hulu's going to have to start doing it. Netflix is going to have to start doing it. We already see Netflix trying to start it now. So it's like, this is amazing for all creators involved who love anime and manga.
And I love seeing the fact that all these regions are getting their own manga and anime adaptations. You feel me? Because they got a lot of like manhwa, however you say it, the Korean manga get adapted. Radiant being a French manga getting adapted. So I love seeing.
We see with Noir, Caesar, American manga.
Yeah, literally, and I love seeing them go through Japan too. Like Japan gives it that official stamp to be like, we fuck with this. People can't look at, like, I know Radiant's a French manga, but now the anime adaptation is done by an official Japanese studio. It's
and
like,
y'all killing it.
We're showing it love, and we're gonna do it to our full extent. We're gonna give it the treatment. So it's like it's kind of blurring the lines a little bit, because back in the day, we've always had these wars Boondocks in the anime,
but it is
Avatar in the anime, or it's Amerime. It's inspired by anime. But like whenever you get that official
stamp,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, we in there. You feel me?
And it's a different time now, man. Because like if Avatar and Boondocks came out today, they would definitely be considered anime. So it's like it's the best time for American anime fans. It's the best time for anime fans in general because Japan is getting a new flavor of it, which they're loving. We're getting a new flavor of it, which we're loving. It just works for all anime fans around. And I know this next topic, me and Krista do not get political on this, but when something's brought into our world, we have to discuss it. It's like with ESPN and politics with sports. They don't like to discuss it, but it's brought into their world and they should. So I feel that if something's brought into our world, we should. And for anime to be at its highest and for this to happen, it's utterly despicable and ridiculous. So I'm not going to even say his name, but he's not even a senator yet, but he's a Florida politician running for office. He is running on the platform and he's saying that anime, they're introducing a great deal of anime porn into the internet matrix. Dragon Ball Z is one of the top issues here in America. They're sexualizing cartoon characters to push a depraved agenda on our kids. First of all, anime porn, bro, Dragon Ball Z is not anime porn, my G. You're talking about hentai, which is a totally different situation. But even on top of that, if you knew what anime is hopeful and inspiring to children and honestly preaches a better message than American ideals are. And maybe that's why you're disturbed with it, because anime actually teaches kids how to think for themselves, be independent thinkers, and push for their goals and treat others the way they want to be treated, not tolerate racism, not tolerate government corruption. That's probably why you're against it, Florida politician, you ignoramus. If you actually cared and thought about the culture and actually tried to watch it, you wouldn't denigrate it and call it fucking hentai, you fucking ignorant cunt. Excuse my language, but he deserves all of that and more. And Krista, you can tirade him now because that's absolutely fucking ridiculous to say that that's why it's targeting American kids and trying to corrupt them. No, anime is the best thing that's happening to American kids because it's actually teaching them a moral complex.
Facts, bro. I got one thing. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. You spitting right now, bro. Broke that shit down to a fucking science. All right, now, first of all, you feel me? Dude's gonna say Dragon Ball, you feel me, is one of the leading problems going on within this nation. First of all, that you take out that one little clip, that one little headline. Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z is the number one thing wrong with America right now. First of all, you reaching, you're trying too hard. I don't know what you're trying to do, but you're tripping. Second of all, you're going to blame Dragon Ball as a whole over hentai, fan-made hentai usually. And this is the killer part. If you know anything about Japan and their culture, you feel me? You know, they don't do the uncensored porn. You feel me? They don't have just the raw, most of their shit be censored. You know what I'm saying?
It's Americans that make it crazy.
Exactly. So a lot of the times because I've seen it, we've all seen the Americanized. Like, bro, it's been around since to act like this is a new phenomenon is crazy. Because I remember when me and Faye was in elementary school, we were kids. You feel me? We were like fifth graders, but we knew what porn was and we heard about this stuff. We're like, oh my God. There was like Dragon Ball X sites and shit like that back in dial-up days. You feel me? We are like kids.
And what about the American cartoon porn? Like, what are we talking about?
There's Family Guy cartoon porn. And the thing is, a lot of the shit is, most of the Dragon Ball Z fan-made remixes, which we've all seen them out there, it's usually American-made. You feel me? The thing is, you can't blame that specific thing on that whole. And bro, he continued ignorant on his tirade. Like today, no, I lie. On the 1st of August. So on the 1st of August, 2020, he said, "Why are anime, TikTok, and K-pop suddenly all the craze in America? China is infiltrating their culture into America at record warp speeds in hopes of changing public perception." First of all, I can't even finish it. Everything else don't matter.
He's blending too much. Like, honestly, the Republicans are mad that the TikTok generation of kids are fucking destroying their campaigns right now and buying up tickets at their rallies and messing up their shit. That's what they're mad about. But man, they're trying to use that. They're trying to use anime and shit to, like, bro, you're off on so many levels. And to say China's like, what are you fucking talking about?
First of all,
you're so ignorant.
He said, "Why are anime, TikTok, and K-pop And then after that, he said China is infiltrating. First of all,
completely different things.
I know the K and K-pop stood for China. You know what I'm saying? I know that's where we was at. You feel me? They are really infiltrating if they are like legit naming their Chinese music K-pop just to get into America and infiltrate and be like, hey, this K-pop shit is demoralized. We're going to demoralize.
And honestly, there's not many Chinese anime popping off like talking about. So like,
bro, anime is Japanese. There's Korean anime popping up, but then did China absorb Korea and Japan, or is Asia now just China?
He's ignorant. I don't want to call him racist, but that's what that is. That's ignorant.
When you say anything Asian is Chinese, that's like you have a Korean person, a Japanese person, you know what I'm saying, a Chinese person in the room.
An Asian person gets really offended, and as they should be offended by that. That's super offensive. And it's just like,
it's messed up.
As an American person who loves Japanese culture, who loves samurai culture, who loves ninja culture, who loves freaking Vietnamese food, who loves all these different Asian cultures, even Chinese culture, I love that as well. It's like to hear Trump call the coronavirus the China virus and all of that, that's racist, disturbing, and despicable. And for this fucker, this cunt who is running for a Florida office says anime is the thing wrong with American citizens, you're fucking out your mind. Look at the racism that African Americans deal with. Look at the prejudice that the LGBTQ community deals with. Look at the rape culture and sexual predatorship that females are going through. There's so many things wrong with America, and anime is the least of America's worries. If anything, it's a benefit teaching the new generation on how to actually act and conduct themselves. You fucking ignorant cunt. I have to call him that. He's a fucking cunt.
And that's why, like, I was going so hard on Long Beach Griffey the other day because he was just tweeting a bunch of shit about China, and I'm sitting there like, I hate to get political, but when people start spewing this like, fuck China, hey, remember China, all these viruses came from China. It's like, bro, I get what y'all trying to do. We understand. But everything from Asia got bad, and everything, this is something that people are using for their political agenda. And at the end of the day, I don't want to get too political. I don't agree with a lot of that shit, but at the same time, I understand what you're trying to do, but you're not doing that effectively. To get people on the bandwagon of like, yeah, you're right, fuck China. We get it. Use the TikTok shit, but you're throwing anime, K-pop, random shit. First of all, you're killing your credibility because first of all, you're like having this war with China, and you're trying to throw Japan in the mix. You're trying to throw Korea in the mix. Not everybody's like, whoa, you don't even know the map well. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to be a congressman. You're trying to run for office, son. You don't even know geography of we not even dealing with this right now. You're trying to go to war. Like you said, he's running for Florida office.
Yeah.
Bro, you're running for Florida office. What are you even worried about China, Japan,
y'all need to be
Korea
worried about the coronavirus. Like, that's what y'all need to fucking be worried about in Florida.
To think that Dragon Ball Z porn and anime and that kind of shit is infiltrating
but he didn't even
America?
say Dragon Ball Z porn. He said anime porn, and then he said the word. Then he just said the show Dragon Ball Z. Like, that's not a porno, bro. Like, what are we fucking talking about?
The thing is, has he never heard of Bang Bros? You know what I'm saying? Has he never heard of Brazzers? Has he never heard of Pornhub, one of the biggest industries of all time? Like, they got people walking around. It is normalized for people to just have a Pornhub cap, Pornhub shirt, and just be in fucking public in the mall. Like, yeah, we rep this shit. It's like, nigga, you wearing a Pornhub shirt? What are you trying to send the messages that you like to beat your meat a lot? So you're just walking around. That's the weirdest thing. And the thing is, I get it. It's cool. But back in the day, there wasn't nobody walking around with like X videos, yeah, like X and XX shirts. Like, that's just a new thing. American culture's already getting there. You can't point that blame anywhere else.
But America, exactly.
The individuals, like, if you want to say, hey, porn is bad, don't shit on the porn that's on the site. Go to Pornhub, go to Brazzers, go to these big companies.
Yeah, take the American Ball Z. Yeah, that's not even a
porn is now Chinese. like what is going on?
It's fucking ignorant. And
connect the dots.
And to your point about Long Beach Griffey, look, we're gonna get off of this topic right now after this, but it's just like, choose the people that you back and behind, that you give power to. Choose them wisely, because a lot of these people in the anime community are ignorant and they don't deserve their platform. And I'm gonna just be straight up, because for Long Beach Griffey to come out and spew that ignorant shit that he's been posting, and he's posted it multiple times, y'all forgave him for the pedophile comments that he had. I saw people saying delete that. Y'all forgave him for that. Now he's doing this shit that he just did recently. It's despicable. And it's like, y'all need to choose the people you back carefully, because they're representing the anime community terribly, and that's not who we are as a community, because the shows that we champion would not be okay with any of this shit. The morality and the things behind these characters, they wouldn't agree with any of this shit at all. So that's all I got on that. But we can move on. Like I said, we only talk about this when it's brought into our world.
Yeah,
and I felt that it was necessary.
Part. That's the crazy part. This is not politic talk. This is anime talk. We're not talking about politics because we like, oh, we gonna sneak some shit in there.
It's like, bruh,
niggas are dragging the anime community through this shit. And it's like, wait. We're just getting out of that stigma that anime fans are weirdos. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come with this Dragon Ball Z hentai is killing America shit. We've seen it when the churches was like, oh, Pokemon is demonic. We've seen it a million times before. This shit get politicized. It's like, hey, nobody does this shit with Basketball Wives, with motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Nobody does this shit. What is it, The Bachelor and shit like that? Yeah. They got like shows like Big Brother and like shows that are just reality shows that are wild. The premise of them is just crazy. You feel me? I've seen a million of them. The thing is, why are we questioning anime? Like, we just getting cool, dog. People are just,
there's so many things in America. There's so many things in America pop culture that is 20 times worse than anime. It's just ignorant, bro. That's all it is. He's an ignorant cunt, and Floridians, y'all should not elect this fucker. Like, straight up. If you're more concerned about anime than Corona right now in Florida, you're fucking ignorant cunt. That's all I'm
gonna call my bro Coaches. I'm gonna have to call Rob Banks and be like, hey man, y'all represent the anime community, man. I need y'all help, bro. You gotta get that and move the streets. Make sure nobody voting for this man, bro. They gonna cancel anime, bro. Nigga. You want them to cancel anime 2020?
Jesus, we got more things important to be worried about in America. But let's get back to the thing we love, anime and manga. Like I said, we don't talk about this. It's only when it's brought into our world. Me and Krista do not want to sit and talk about politics for 2 hours. Like, fuck that. Facts. Like, the world is horrible enough. So let's get to something we love. In an advertisement for the upcoming One Piece magazine, volume 10 on September 4th, this year's 35th issue of Shueisha's Weekly Shonen Jump magazine, it teased that Ichiro Oda's One Piece manga is quote-unquote headed toward the upcoming final arc. The advertisement did not give any more specifics. However, I don't want to get anybody's hopes up thinking that One Piece is going to end in a year, 2 years. I see 5 years minimum, 5 to 4 years minimum. They have to finish. To me, I think One Piece, Wano is the third to final arc. I think just like how the pre-time skip went Enies Lobby, Thriller Bark, Marineford, I think it's going to go Wano, Elbaf, final arc, final end war. And I think that's how it's going to be. I think Elbaf is going to be the little Thriller Bark that's kind of like the calm before the storm that sets up the storm. And then we're going to get the final war arc. But there's no way One Piece is ending in 1 to 3 years. There's no way. Oda has way too much to do.
Facts. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited that we're getting a close eventually, because no talks of a close seems directionless to me. And you know Oda's not like that. Oda's not directionless. But at the same time, you know, a lot of these series, they just drag them out. And this is Shonen Jump is one of its biggest cash cows. So,
but see, the thing is, it needed to be this long though. That's the thing. And and the thing is, Shonen Jump, whereas when Oda's done, they don't have to stretch out One Piece. There's multiple. If they can, they don't have to destroy the One Piece legacy, because I agree, Shonen Jump's going to do spinoffs. But the thing is, they can go to the Roger era and show us Roger era pirates. They can show us Shanks growing. They can show us the different Yonko
spinoffs.
There's so many different things they could do. Besides, like, saying, "Oh, Luffy has a son," like they don't have to do the Boruto route. There's other ways they could do this that'll make it work, because they are going to do spinoffs. We know that's coming, but it's just go to the past, go to the side characters. There's so many, like, show us what the Revolutionary Army was doing this whole time. There's so many things they could do that's just like, okay, we don't have to necessarily destroy the Straw Hat legacy. We can continue it the right way.
Facts.
So hopefully that happens, because you're right. If this gets dragged out Demon Slayer style, or gets cut off short, or if it gets Boruto-ized, even though Boruto is pretty fire right now, I must say the manga's fire.
So I've heard.
The anime's trash. I look, Chris, I'm reading Boruto manga, and I'm not caught up, but it is pretty fire. If you're a Naruto fan, Boruto is actually entertaining. So I got to give it its props for that. But then I don't want One Piece to be like that. But speaking on manga, Kai Shirai or Kaiju Shirai and Pazuku Demizu will publish a one-shot manga titled Shinrei Shashi Kono Subura, Supernatural Photographer Subura Kono, in the magazine's next issue on August 11th. You may be like, who are these randos? These are the creators of Promised Neverland. They're doing a one-shot that's going to be put into Shonen Jump. It's going to be 45 pages long. It will focus on a photographer documenting a supernatural event inside of a room. If it's good, it may spin off into something. So we're seeing the Promised Neverland creators do something new.
Say less, bro. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in. Next issue of Shonen Jump. Y'all be sure to check that out, and we'll talk if it's good or not in the next anime talk. But speaking of Shonen Jump, I just want to shout out Vocal Pineapple, because he put us on to a new manga called Kaiju number 8. And the first 5 chapters are in Shonen Jump right now. Basically, what this story is about is Kafka wants to clean up kaiju, but not literally. Will a sudden metamorphosis stand in the way of his dream? Basically, this show starts off with a guy in this world. There's kaiju that attack Earth, and basically these crews come in to destroy the kaiju, and then there's a cleanup crew that comes in to clean up all the mess, like just basically clean up all the destruction that the kaijus do. And this guy is part of the cleanup crew because he couldn't make the defense squad because he had some personal issues, and he didn't live up to his dream. And now he's trying to join the defense squad at 31 years old, and he gets this new kaiju power. And how will he deal with this kaiju power while trying to be in the defense squad? And his best friend, who is a girl, is one of the leaders of the defense squad, but their relationship kind of splintered when he didn't join. And now him and his little homie are trying to join the defense squad and stop these kaiju. There's only 5 chapters right now. It is super dope. I gotta say, this is one of the better new things that Shonen Jump has put in. It's as good as Undead Unluck, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I think it's about an 8 out of 10 series, which is super solid, and I think it could grow to be something special.
Damn, I'm gonna have to peep that out, because I was already kind of eyeing it. You feel me? I saw it. Okay, we both got the Shonen Jump app. You feel me? So I know I saw it on the front page of the Shonen Jump app. I was hella excited. I was like, oh, this shit look kind of badass. I hit the first chapter just to see what it was hitting for. So I'm like, I'm gonna go back to this. But I just been on such a One Piece kick. That's not really the only thing I've been reading since I finished Eden Zero.
Real. Well, when you get a chance, check out Kaiju number 8. It is pretty dope. All right, let's get into this week's discussion. We have 2 questions. One of them was brought on. Shout out to Richie Branson. He asked the question on Twitter, what is your favorite anime transformation? So I wanted to discuss that here, but also add, what is the best Saiyan form? Because Dragon Ball Heroes is debuting a new Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker form, but it's more so, it kind of looks like Super Saiyan 4 God mode. So we're going to see what Dragon Ball Heroes is doing. So Chris, I'm going to ask you, what's the best Saiyan transformation? And then what's your favorite transformation in all of anime?
That one wins. Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker. Oh. That's the number one best fucking. Because the thing is with me, you feel me? Like I got them in different tiers. You feel me? Like there's different tiers. There's the canon favorite. You know what I'm saying? There's the non-canon favorite. There's the game favorite. You feel me? Like I got a bunch of different ones. But at the same time, as soon as SSJ4 Limit Breaker was introduced, and it was my favorite one since then, just because Super Saiyan 4 is already, it's always been my number one.
See, that's with me. When I think best Saiyan transformation, I go straight to Super Saiyan 4. But if we're talking canon, then we could talk about that in a second. But Super Saiyan 4 to me is the coolest one.
And see, Super Saiyan 4 is badass, but I'm gonna keep preaching this until you go back and watch it, son. Cause I swear to God, you'll be caught up in like, you know what I'm saying?
2 minutes.
An hour and a half, you feel me? But like literally, I'm watching the Heroes little promotional anime right now, and that shit is gas packed, bro. If you watching it, because the thing is, it's no story. It's just fight.
It's just fight.
It's fan service fight, and the fights, they actually take their time and make them really Like, I guess the Dragon Ball animators are just like bored. They're like, fuck, man, we're just waiting on that call to do the Moro arc.
Because they're doing the one, Wano's taking over Toei right now.
And but I mean, they got like different, they got this, it's pretty much the same, but they got like different kind of, because they still putting budget into this Heroes project. There's an episode dropping at least once or twice a month.
Crazy. So Limit Breaker's your favorite overall. All right, what's your favorite canon?
And see, they didn't even really bring the Limit Breaker aspect into it. You feel me?
It's just a redhead Super Saiyan 4. That's all it is.
That's all it is. And that's why I fucked with Gogeta. Gogeta was probably one of my favorite Super Saiyan 4 transformations, if not my number one. Well, it is my number one favorite. But
favorite canon one.
Favorite canon one, I gotta go with. And I see that's a hard one. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go Super Saiyan. Well, actually, I'm gonna go Ultra Instinct Sign, Ultra Instinct Omen. You feel me? Because I think it's just badass.
Okay, so the blue haired Ultra Instinct.
Not just like I love Master Ultra Instinct, but regular. Especially with the new Moro arc, it's like I'm fucking with it. And then plus he did that trill shit against Kefla. It's like you know what I'm saying? That form was just
that shit was ill.
It was super gangster.
All right, for me, I gotta go favorite transformation. If fusions count, I'm a Vegito guy. I'm Vegito over Gogeta, always. I love Vegito with the Potara. That shit is badass. But if I'm going just normal Saiyan transformations, man, I'm gonna be cliche. Well, not cliche. I'm gonna be kind of in the moment because Super Saiyan 1 is dope. Super Saiyan 2 is kind of just Super Saiyan 1 with more electricity. Super Saiyan 3, I never liked the long hair. I just didn't. And so I'm a go with Vegito. I mean, not Vegito. Vegeta's perfect Super Saiyan blue form when he's fighting what's that dude's name? The God. Yeah, when he's fighting Toppo. I love the when him and Goku are walking and Goku does Super Saiyan blue with Kaioken and Vegeta does perfect blue and they're walking towards Jiren after defeating Toppo. So Vegeta perfect blue. I really do like Super Saiyan blue. And I like the form Vegeta has in the manga right now in the Moro arc. Super dope.
And see, Super Saiyan blue is like probably one of the, like if we talking just regular Saiyan forms, I like like Saiyan, Super Saiyan, like that's one of the hardest. I didn't really like their God form as much.
Yeah, me neither.
Vegeta looked dope cool. With it.
He looked better than Goku.
But like did the Super Saiyan God Trunks reveal, and I was like, cool.
Yeah,
it's cool. It was cool, but like, you remember the Super Saiyan God Trunks is like, okay,
it's whatever.
What about Super Saiyan God Blue? Like the blue would be way cooler on Trunks. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly. I also like Kaioken. I think Kaioken's very underrated. Like I like Kaioken more so than Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan 3 is kind of ass.
Super Saiyan 3 was hype in the moment, but as soon as you get past it, it's like, man, why go back to it?
It's like whatever. Also, Gohan's Super Saiyan 2 is badass. That's probably the most badass Super Saiyan 2 when he's fighting.
That is the number one Super Saiyan 2. That's why everybody, like, if somebody says Super Saiyan 2 is their favorite transformation,
they're just talking about
referencing Gohan. Yeah, for sure.
1,000. All right, what's your favorite transformation in all of anime?
Well, let me throw out some. I gotta throw out a bunch because I'm a Heroes fan. You feel me? I fuck with the Heroes. I gotta throw out like a couple more of my favorite like Heroes transformations because they got some gas ones. You feel me? One of my other favorite, like this was kind of canon too, because Frieza got the golden form. But whenever you see Cooler get the golden form Cooler is like one of the most illest transfer. And then in the anime, he fought Combo, which is like the Saiyan or whatever. And talking about Combo, another one of my favorite transformations is the Great Ape form. I didn't really like it at first. When, you know what I'm saying, in Dragon Ball Z, you see Gohan Great Ape, you see Vegeta Great Ape, and they fight Vegeta Great Ape. But whenever you see like the golden ape form, that's when I started fucking with the Ozaru, the kind of big giant ape. You feel me? But and one more from the video games. You know what I'm saying, I could go on forever just being a Heroes nigga. They just released like Black Janemba and that shit.
Jeez,
like the episode that, like the last episode with Black Janemba.
Heroes is just
episode, bro.
Heroes is us as kids going on the internet typing future Dragon Ball transformations, and we see all the fan art of Super Saiyan 10 with like the white monk. Yeah, that's all Heroes is. So I know you could go. I know you could go on forever.
Like, who you think would win if so and so will fight? Yeah, but what if Cooler got the golden form?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what you got from the game before we get to favorite transformations of all?
I do like the there was a character from Xenoverse, Demigra. It was Xenoverse 1. Demigra, he had that fire ass, they call it true demon god form at the end when he turned into this big monster type fucking,
I know what you're talking about.
Bruh, ill ass form. And then there's one more that I never played as, or like I never played the game of this. I've just always seen it in Heroes, but it's his transcended demon god form. He's like, it's basically like the demon Super Saiyan 4 version. It's not like long hair, but it's giving me Super Saiyan 4 like baby vibes. And I always thought Demigirl was just like a garbage ass character in fucking Xenoverse. I was like, man, mad villain.
But
until you get to the end and he hits that, whenever he hits that giant transformation, it's like, okay, so he's a real nigga. And then you see he gets another transformation and he just gets colder with each one. So I got to give Demigirl his. I don't know if Toriyama designed him or if it's a Toyo Taro or whoever designed him, but I got to give him their props. That's one of the best designed because it goes from literal like whack ass, look like a British king like ass nigga to like a dope ass like Dragon Ball Z villain.
Real. Okay, so let's get to favorite transformations in all the anime.
You want me to start that one off?
Yeah, just start it off.
All right, I got one of my favorite ones. I'm gonna start with the road less traveled, something that somebody is gonna be unexpected. But Ukiyora's release from Bleach. I know a lot of people like the Ichigo different masks and the different.
Yeah, the hollow. Not my cup of tea.
Not my bag. You feel me? But I'm not gonna lie. When he fought Ukiora and Ukiora started booting up on his ass and started like doing his like release forms, like with the horns and the horns like kind of demonic, and he got like the wings. He was like this demon bat like entity. I'm not gonna lie. One of my favorite Bleach fights and one of my favorite Bleach transformations. I had to start with
Bleach. All right, I'm gonna start with a big three. Naruto's Kyuubi mode, where he gets the Nine Tails cloak off rip, is one of the best anime transformations. It's Kishimoto paying homage to Super Saiyan. It looks super dope. But on top of that, if even more so than that, I like original Sage mode when he fights Pain. Love Sage mode form with the red Hokage cloak, and then he has the big Jiraiya scroll on the back. It's a fusion of Jiraiya and his dad. Really good moment for Naruto. So Sage mode or the Kyuubi mode are two of my favorites from Naruto. Any others you got?
Definitely. Hold up, let me see. I had some on the side. I'm gonna leave something for you too. I'm not gonna lie. If we go on Naruto, I gotta go 6 Pass Madara. You feel me? When he turns like he's all white Madara, it looks so badass. You know what I'm saying?
Super gas.
One of the most. And Madara was already a badass character. It's like, how do you double the badass on an already top tier? So I got that one. He's the eye in the middle, son. It's just with the little horn, headband thing.
Shit is gas. All right, I'm going to One Piece. I got Gear 4 Luffy. I like Gear 4 Bound Man and Gear 4 Snake Man. Like them both. They're both badass. And then with Luffy getting the cloud shit around him, you're about to experience all of this goodness in Dressrosa. So I won't say any more. But Gear 4 Bound Man's fire.
I fuck with Snake Man, even though I haven't got there in the anime. I've seen it in
Pirate Warriors,
Stampede. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, like, Stampede.
When I seen that shit in Stampede, I was like, whew, I can't wait to get to it. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Stampede is one of the driving forces that made me want to catch up on One Piece. Just because when I saw that transformation, I was like, shit.
Nuts.
So now I'm like itching to get to it. Cause I think I'm still on like Gear 2 or Gear 3 Luffy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you've just seen where you're at. You've just seen Gear 3, but he has Gear 4. He just hasn't busted
like
out yet.
And shit like that.
Yeah, he got hockey, baby. That's the wave. Okay, so what are some other transformations you got?
Hockey. I like the, you know what I'm saying, Madaka box. You feel me? Madaka got the little pink hair transformation. It's very reminiscent of like Yu Yu Hakusho. The I don't think this counts as a transformation, but whenever he got possessed by his like whenever he was like Masaku Yusuke with the long hair, and he like gave Sensui that fucking ass whooping. But it was really Rising possessed him or whatever. So I don't know if that counts as a transformation, because I guess it counts as a like if you have a transformation, if you get possessed and you're still kind of you. But this one reminds me of that. It's like long pink hair. It's like some badass savagery or whatever. But that one and I could throw the Yusuke one in there, because even whenever he was fighting Yomi at the end.
That's what I was ready for you to say.
Gas pack, bro.
I got Susanoo, of course, from Naruto. Susanoo is my shit. I love seeing that big ass thing come fight the Kyuubis and fight the different tail beasts. I also got the Aaron's Titan mode.
Oh yeah.
Eren's Titan mode's a great transformation. And then
so you'll go with Eren, because I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Actually,
we see
no.
Eren's Titan transformation, but like out of all the Titans,
the Armor
would you
Titan
say is the
one.
illest?
The Armor Titan. Yeah.
Beast Titan is ugly as fuck, so I would not fuck with Beast Titan. Then
I don't like Annie's, and I don't like the Colossal.
See, that's what I was gonna say. I fuck with Annie's because Annie gave them niggas the pause, bro.
See, that's why I like the armored one,
because so many people.
Because the armored one got all the freaking like covers on him and got all the little shields and shit. Like, to me,
he raw with it.
He looks badass. That's my favorite one. Also,
I'm excited to see some more on season 4. Hopefully, we get some more transformations. I want to see something.
Look, I'm not gonna say anything, but you definitely gonna see some crazy.
I saw one in the trailer. I'm intrigued about.
But I think that's all my favorite runs. I'm not gonna count. I see people on lists saying All For One's a transformation because All Might does. I mean, not All For One. All Might, when he goes from small crackhead All Might to steroid All Might. So
yeah, I guess mean, if that counts, you know what I'm saying, then fucking Deku 100% counts, and that's not really a transformation.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, I don't count that either. So, best transformations. The next question we got on discussion is Yu Yu Hakusho a top 5 shonen?
You already know what I'm gonna say because it's my number one shonen. Nothing has. There's been some
I don't want you to go favorite. I don't want you to go favorite. I want you to go objective best.
I'm not. Well, this is my thing. You feel me? It's my number one favorite. So I feel like off of the strength of everything that I love it for, it's got to break the top 5 just in comparison.
Mm-hmm.
But as my number one, you know what I'm saying, I haven't seen it get stomped by, like, there's some shit that's come close, like Mob Psycho 100's come close, you feel me? But at the same time, this is just, it's God body shonen for so many different reasons, how influential it is to this day in just millions of different series. Like, I've seen, like...
So you definitely think it makes top 5?
Top 5 for sure. Top 10 if you're being a hater, you know what I'm saying? But not 10 if you're being a hater, but like top 10 if you absolutely can't put it in your top 5. You feel me? Maybe one day it will get nudged out. Because let's say it is 5. Maybe one day it'll get nudged out by one of the current running shows.
I'm trying to think where because when I saw this question, because someone posed this to me on Twitter, they said that it was in their top 3, and I was thinking, is it in my top 3? And I'm like,
top 3, and it's not 3, man.
I don't think it's in my top 3. So I was gonna push it to 5, and it's just like, okay, do I have it in 5? Because see, to me, I think it falls, at least for me personally, it falls in the 6 through, it falls from 5 to 8 range. It's not 9 or 10. It's too good to be 9 or 10. But the thing that keeps it to 8, 6, and 7 for me is everything post-Dark Tournament. And I know how you feel about the post-Dark Tournament with Sensui and just the second tournament. To me, that's, if I knock it for anything, that's what I knock it for.
Man, I love it. Now, see, this is the thing, right? With Yu Yu Hakusho, the first 2 seasons up until the end of the Dark Tournament, to me, that's like 9 out of 10.
Anime, yeah.
If you're being a hater, you feel me? Like, to me, it's 10 out of 10 arcs, but like 9 out of 10, 8.5 at the lowest is what I'm willing to go. Exactly, especially with the tournament arc, because that's how you do a tournament arc. They set the tone for that.
Yep.
But at the same time, you feel me? We got that. You feel me? You get to the next
side characters amazingly.
And now we're not at a 10 out of 10 anymore. We're not at a 9 out of 10 anymore for the last couple arcs, but we're still up there. Like, I'm saying 7.5 at the lowest. You feel me? Because I'll give them a strong 8.5, 9 just as far as how they deliver, because some of the most iconic moments, in my opinion, come after that. Like, whenever you see Yusuke versus the Doctor and he comes to this, what's it called? Like inner kind of monologue with himself. He's like, bro, do I want to kill this guy? He's still a human. I've never killed a human. I've only killed demons.
Demons, yeah.
Not cool. And Genkai was like, son, you got to kill some niggas, dog. Niggas is bad. Not all humans are good just because they're human. Like, not all. And that whole arc, as far as the whole theme of the chapter Black, since we being on the side of like, I thought humans were just and all demons were bad. Now I figured out the humans had me killing a bunch of demons because the humans were bad. So now it's fuck humans. So Yusuke seeing like, damn, I'm gonna have to kill a human in that whole arc where it was about that. And just that fight was animated to perfection. That whole fight with that's one of my favorite fights, even before you get to the Sensui fights or the Sensui 8 or Sensui 7. I forget what you call his little clique, you feel me? But before you even get to
dark shit.
Like, so I gotta give it its props. I feel like it really the fourth season is really where it gets its kind of flack of ending poorly, because it was very rushed. Like you see, as soon as you get to the Three Kings arc, everything is rushed. It still hits pretty hard to me because they wrapped it up. You could tell he was like, all right, I'm wrapping it up. So at least it didn't leave a lot of open
ended.
It could have been a lot worse. Like I look at it as like the crash and burn of like right at the end of Naruto. You feel me?
I wouldn't even say it's not even. I compare it to Naruto bad. I'd say because it's not Demon Slayer bad. I'd say it's about
rushes at like Demon Slayer. It was definitely it was Yu Yu Hakusho's version of a Demon Slayer.
Yeah, but see, I'd put it more akin to Naruto. And I think Naruto's top 5 shonen for me, and that's why it's like,
for sure.
That's why I'm kind of okay. So, Full Metal Alchemist is top 5. One Piece is top 5. Do we count Bebop as shonen?
I wouldn't in this case.
Okay.
I count Cowboy Bebop as shonen, but I feel like it's a whole. That's like counting Death Note as shonen. You feel me? Because Death Note is technically shonen.
Do we count Attack on Titan as shonen?
Ooh, I guess technically
you got to. So
because if I would consider Mob Psycho shonen, I'd consider
that, and that's what I'm saying. I got Mob Psycho top 5. So Naruto, One Piece, Mob Psycho, Attack on Titan. That 5th spot could be Yu Yu Hakusho.
That's where I would put Full Metal Alchemist as 6. You feel me? I would have to do it just because my top 5 would always be Yu Yu Hakusho, One Piece, Naruto, and a lot of people want to put Bleach in there. Bleach is big 3 because Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach were around at the same time.
It's not.
If Yu Yu Hakusho was in the big or was around at that same time as the big 3, it's above Bleach, like in the rankings. You know what I'm saying? But Bleach is up there. I say Bleach could be top 10. Not in my opinion. You feel me? But at the same time, if we're going with like what I think is because. Damn, son, I want to say
because I got to put Full Metal for the story. The story is phenomenal. It's one of the
Full Metal Alchemist is really great.
This like objective is gotta be in there. See, the thing for me with that 5th spot is it Hunter x Hunter, which is a crazy, amazing story that doesn't have an ending, or is it Yu Yu Hakusho that has the not as good ending, but has that it's Togashi versus Togashi.
This is where I wish it could be like objective and we could have like a definite answer. Because at the same time, like Dragon Ball Z, right?
No way, Chris.
Like our criteria, right? If we're considering impact, it has to be top 5 greatest shonen of all time just off of the impact. But
story
talking like best, if we're talking like legit just content, I would put Yu Yu Dragon Ball out of the. You feel me?
Okay, wait. Repeat what you just said because it lagged a little bit.
I would take Dragon Ball out of the equation if we're talking just quality of the. Yes. Like, I don't think it makes top 5 at all.
No way.
Dragon Ball definitely makes top 5.
10.
If we're talking best shonen of all time, impact and all included. Like if we're talking about not just the series itself, we're talking about everything the series involved, manga, spinoffs, all that shit.
If we're talking
Dragon
best
Ball
shonen,
gotta be there.
You gotta put impact as part of it, but story to me and content itself is a bigger slider or dial that you turn up more so that impact gets it in top 10 for sure.
Because
like,
to me,
like Dragon Ball Z has to be top 10, but the story, when we start looking at the nitty gritty of what separates these things from which is great, I can't just rely on impact and sales because the story is not anywhere near One Piece, Full Metal, Yu Yu Hakusho, Hunter x Hunter. It's nowhere near any of these shows. And it's disrespectful to these shows to put Dragon Ball Z higher than it. It is. I mean, it just is.
I hate to be this guy and bring this shit up again. You know what I'm saying? But to me, Yu Yu Hakusho will always go over
Hunter x Hunter. Yep.
At the same time, Hunter x Hunter has to be in that top 10 with it. Togashi got 2 GOAT series on hands. But if we're not in the top 5 best, I'm comfortable with it being Yu Yu Hakusho, and not in any order, but Yu Yu Hakusho, Naruto, One Piece, Attack on Titan, and Full Metal Alchemist.
I'm okay
comfortable with that. Until Mob Psycho gives me as many arcs and as many, because the thing is, whenever you got quality on quality, I always go with quality. Like if I'm just to argue, I don't even want to pit Mob Psycho against Demon Slayer. Let me not even do that because that's a stupid ass argument.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is, I love the Demon Slayer season 1, but I can't compare Demon Slayer 1 to Mob Psycho 2 because Mob Psycho gave us 2 great seasons, and the second season doubled down on how great the first season already was. So whenever you look at shit like Yu Yu Hakusho and you see the full extent of what the creator wanted to give you. You feel me? You get these full stories. You can't compare it. Like Mob Psycho, what I'm trying to say is it might break top 5 when it's said and done.
Finishes. Yeah.
But it's top 10 for me right now. But whenever it's said and done, because even Hunter Hunter, when that's said and done, I may put Hunter Hunter has potential to surpass Yu Yu Hakusho, in my opinion, because it may deliver. I'm comparing body arcs.
Hunter has the thing that Full Metal has, which is amazing storytelling to the highest nth. But where Full Metal Alchemist doesn't have the best of fights, Hunter Hunter has got body with fights.
And see, Full Metal Alchemist, like you said, is where it shines at is story. Attack on Titan, where it shines at is story, delivery. They got a lot of different things that they hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like Yu Yu Hakusho, to me personally, would have to be in the top 5 just because of all the influence it has had. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's maybe even had more influence than Dragon Ball. I feel like certain aspects.
The tournament style, the way they handle a gang of 4, the archetypes of the 4. Look, I'm not, and I think you might have convinced me to say it's top 5. I think objectively, Yu Yu Hakusho should be top 5. I think objectively, Mob Psycho has to finish, at least in terms of anime, before we could put it in there. So I'm comfortable.
A few more solid seasons. Like once we're like 4 or 5 seasons into Mob Psycho, because like even 4, if it gives me 4 solid seasons, you already.
If it ends at 3, though,
show season.
If it's 3, I'm okay with it ending at 3.
Same. I'm good as long as we get a good solid, because we've been getting progression. Like we didn't get that many episodes. Full Metal Alchemist, we got like 60 episodes, and that's fine. You feel me?
Yeah.
Where we're at right now, it's like 60-something episodes of Attack on Titan. So the thing is, it's not episode count versus like, you know what I'm saying, the full body of work and just arc delivery. Like if we were considering Dragon Ball or whenever it was like in the fucking Frieza arc, we wouldn't be able to fully. Well, I guess we would, because they gave you a lot of shit at that point.
They did, and then it's the same shit over and over. So I'm objectively, even though Attack on Titan's not quite finished, but I know where it's at. I'm objective putting that top 5. I'm okay objective putting Full Metal top 5. One Piece, Naruto, and Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm okay with that. That is a solid list in no particular order. I think at some point we have to discuss, is One Piece the greatest shonen of all time? But you got to catch up first.
We definitely gonna have that discussion, because I will argue anybody down, even where I'm at right now. Like it's top 5, top 10. People be trying to
it's top
One Piece, and I don't really
understand. It is top 5, 1,000%. I'm here to argue that it's the greatest shonen of all time. I'm here to argue that
when I get to the end of it, then I'll let you know if I think it's better than Naruto. Because at the point where I'm at right now, I love Naruto, I love One Piece, but I wouldn't say one is better than the other. Yet I feel like they're both equal. Like those are the 2 in the big 3 I see got equal footing. I don't think Bleach has equal footing with One Piece or fucking Naruto. I just don't. I fuck with Bleach too. People think I be shitting on Bleach, but One Piece and Naruto neck and neck.
There are 2 different tiers, and the thing is, I'm a Naruto guy. It's crazy of how One Piece has changed my opinion of it so much. Like it's crazy, because if you'd have asked my 18-year-old self, 17-year-old self, it's Naruto. But me at 25, just reading One Piece and seeing what it has done, it is just nuts of how good of a story that is. So and that's a conversation we got to have.
100% caught up, because I'm not gonna lie, where I'm at right now, I'm confident that it's even up there with the talking like about it with Naruto. It's in the same conversation. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait till I get to that part where it peaks and crosses over Naruto to me, because like you said, you know what I'm saying? I'm right by the time skip, you feel me? So like I got so much more to see.
Exactly.
I'm excited for that.
All right, let's get to this week's review. Solid discussions this week. Enjoyed both things. If you want to submit a question, go to broswhothink.com. On the homepage, scroll all the way down. Put your first, last name, and in the subject, put hashtag anime talk question or discussion topic, and we will discuss it on the next episode. Or you can tweet at Krista SJE or at myself, Lynn BWT on Twitter. Let's get to the review. Let's start with God of High School this week, because I think Fire Force had the better episodes this week. So let's start with God of High School. So God of High School, we got episode 4, Marriage in Bonds. So let me read just a little description. The top 4 fighters in the preliminaries have been decided, with their semifinal match against Han Day. We're just going to call him Han, drawing near. Mira is suddenly approached by Oh Sigoin, a martial artist and successful businessman with a marriage proposal. She agrees to marry him in exchange for his promise to restore her family's dojo and spread of the moonlight sword style around the world. But marrying him means she must withdraw from the tournament, and Mori and Han are not okay with this. When I read this in the web, webtoons, it kind of threw me off, and I was very interested to see how the anime would handle it, because this wedding shit just comes out of nowhere, just left field. It was the weirdest shit in the manga, and it turned out to be the weirdest shit in the anime. All it did was just show that there's this upcoming transformation with this big samurai shit that the guy controls, and that he works for this cult, and he got this sword. It's just setting up foundational shit that's gonna come later, like the big god mode behind them, the secret cult, and does Mira not taking her sword back affect. But other than that, it's just some nonsense marriage shit. It's nonsense.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I did like this episode a lot. You feel me? But it was thrown off. The premise of it was out of nowhere. It was
left
like,
field.
What the fuck am I watching? But it did have a lot of heart, and by the end of it, it got me. It got me by the end of it.
It definitely sold them as friends and like making their bond strong. And it worked for characterization of Mori, Mira, and Han. But other than that, like, to me, this episode, I gotta give it a good episode 4.
It was a good episode 4. You feel me?
Like, it's not a 4. I gotta give it 3.9.
See, I would be willing to give it. I was gonna give it higher than a 4. I was gonna give it like a 4.2, 4.3. You feel me?
Oh God! At least you didn't give it 4.5.
Oh no, not a 4.5, but it was like 4.2.
But this is the guy that's hard on Howl's Moving Castle, giving this God of High School a 4.2, 4.3.
Well, it was just like this episode. You feel me? It tugged on your heartstrings a little bit. You feel me? Because the whole reason why
with her premise, doing it, her doing it to save her father's style, and then
the premise was stupid. Like him having his eyes on her, and him, all that shit was thrown off. You feel me?
But it's a bunch of foreshadowing.
It was pretty cool to watch. You feel me? Like for the kind of episode it was, it kept me entertained from the front, like the first second it started to the end. You feel me?
Okay, I can agree with that.
Especially the end, because it ends off wild. You feel me? Like the end of it, because it opens up with them talking about, hey, we got this fight between Mira and Hal. You know what I'm saying? We got that coming up soon. You feel me? Like, son's like, I want you to win, but at the same time, I want you to win. He's like, I want both of y'all to win. We all friends and shit like that. Yeah. It's gonna be a cool fight. I want y'all both to win. And then at the end, the whole episode was about the marriage shit. Then boom, at the end, they smash you over the head with, oh yeah, and the fight happened. They don't even show you the fight, that much of the fight. You know what I'm saying? They show you a little, that part was rushed through. And I feel like it was more to show you, it was more about the characters. And the next episode kind of proves that too. You feel me?
And that's something I'm gonna say with the next episode. In the webtoon, there's more characterization because we see the bad guy come back, because the bad guy teaches a technique to Han to fight against Jin Mori's style, and they go more in depth on what Jin Mori's technique is, what's Han's technique. I think the anime, even though the episode was great, I think the anime kind of suffered because I think they're trying to get to the meat and potatoes. I think they're trying to get through some of this early stuff, but I feel like that was needed because it really explains their techniques of karate and taekwondo, and it really just develops into it really being a fighting story. So I think the episode 5 suffered from that, being that the webtoon dives deeper in that. But episode 5 is Han shows no mercy in his fight with Mira, with the goal of getting the money to help his friend Wu Sunguntai, who suffers from an incurable disease. Mori handily defeats his semifinal opponent, Baiwen Jahai, but is angered by Dwai's method of defeating Mira by targeting her injuries. Han, meanwhile, learns that Sunguntai has taken a turn for the worse and strengthens his resolution even further. Then amidst all of this, Mori and Han face each other in the final round. I think this episode did a great job of showing Han's story. I think it did a great job of showing like Mira and Han, like why Han was angered and why he doesn't trust people. But I think even more so, they left some stuff out that they could have put to strengthen this episode even more. What do you feel about this episode?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I did like this episode a lot, but I'm not gonna lie. The main parts of this episode I liked is that, they gave you a little bit more House story. I did want to see that. I was very, very curious about it, especially having to do with his friend and why he was so ride or die for his friend and why he was so violent when he fought and everything. You know what I'm saying? And he was kind of a badass. He was like one of those high school delinquents you see. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I really like seeing that, and just the fight itself was very beautifully animated.
Like, it was great.
each perspective, like you're seeing how, and you know what I'm saying, you're seeing the fist, and you know what I'm saying, they showed you from both perspectives.
The difference between Han's karate and Jin Mori's taekwondo, but that's something that I think if they would have expounded on would have made it even better, because the bad dude teaches him a technique in the webtoon, and like they go super in depth and all that stuff, and I think that's something that was missing. But I guess for anime's sake, not to bog it down with dialogue and to keep it with it about the fights, I get it. And to get to the point of understanding what these giant creatures are behind them and turning them into really strong fighters and getting the Jin Mori that we see on the cover of the poster.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That whole the fight, it was just I wish I could read the manhwa, however you say it. You feel me? I wish it was just in a more comfortable format for me. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I've been wanting to catch up on it just because people have been talking. I remember Has like last year, this time last year, me and him was put me on that.
Yep, and that's something that
get into it.
Me and Has, when we talk about it, it's episode 4 that really just took us for a turn, and then just like. It's an interesting story, man. We got to keep up with God of High School and see how it continues, because to me, at this point, I can comfortably say I'm Tower of God over God of High School, but that doesn't mean God of High School is whack. Like I thought this episode was a solid 4.3, maybe even 4.5, but I'm Tower of God for sure, greater than sign God of High School.
I can't wait to see more of this anime, because, you know, took a while for Tower of God to kind of sell me on it.
And we could tell God of High School is building to something, and that's what I want to see. What are all these big creatures behind them? What's this cult? I want to get to the underlying story, because to me, I still feel like we're in, like, I don't want to say a prequel, but like a prologue. Like this is the stuff that happens before. Now we're getting to the real story.
Now, see, we got some time to go. We got some time to go with God of High School, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited for it just because you can already tell it's got a lot of heart, and that's what I like in a series. You feel me? When I first started watching God of High School, I was excited because I knew it was gonna be good, but I was like, what is the hype about? Why is everybody going nuts over it? And I always look at things like an open mind. I'm not one of the people who like, oh, Demon Slayer's popping, fuck Demon Slayer, nigga, we don't watch that bullshit ass popping shit, y'all seasonals. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time I watch something, I give it the benefit of the doubt, even if I see the hype. I'm like, is it worth the hype? You feel me? But with this one, I definitely understand the hype. Like whenever I first saw it, I was like, this is gonna be fights. And it is highly great, you know, it's great and greatly animated fights. It's great action, great choreography in the fight scenes. But at the same time, I didn't expect it to have this much heart in episode 4. You feel me?
It does have a lot of heart, but I need more stories. It's time. It's time to get more plot and more story. Like the heart is there. You sold me on the fights. Now it's time to sell me on where are we going? Like, is this just a tournament? But what's all the stuff with the guy who put his hand down? Like, what's all this government conspiracy shit? Give me to the meat and potatoes of this story. What would you rank this episode? I'm giving it a solid 4.3, 4.4.
I'd give this one probably the same score, like a 4.2, 4.3. Because this one, it kept me on that same energy. I feel like this was a good pair to the last episode, just because, you know, they're giving you Hao, they're giving you Mira. You're getting the squad backstories. Yep. I'm not saying they're rushing through it, but they're breezing through it. The pacing isn't too bad for me.
The pacing's pretty fast. Like it's not bad, but it's definitely faster than the webtoon.
It's super fast. It's fast compared to other shonen I've seen. You feel me?
It's like faster than Tower of God. Like in Tower of God kind of went fast.
Tower of God definitely went fast, but Tower of God's quickness felt natural, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it did. Whereas the first episode of Tower of God felt kind of slow, and then once you got to 2, it ranked up, 3 really ramped up, and then it just was like constant pace.
It's up from there. And like now I don't even have any expectations with this show. Like I don't know what the fuck's coming next episode. I don't know what's coming episode after that. It's just like it takes you on a ride, but it's a believable ride.
Let's get to, I told you this off air, and I'm gonna say this now. This is probably the best returning season we've gotten this year. So far, until Attack on Titan, I can't say anything, but this is probably the best returning show we got this year. And it's going to be up for Anime of the Year for how good this season is. I'm talking Fire Force Season 2. Let's start off with Episode 4, Groping Through the Fire. So the description is, a widespread outbreak of fire stretches the members of Company 8 thin. Shinra tries to keep Sharan and his men from taking Inca. With the shortage of elastical assistance, the crew members cannot put the Furnos to rest fast enough. And then all of a sudden they get a surprise when all of the other crews come in to help. But All right, Crystal, what'd you think of this episode? This is basically the Sharon versus Shinra episode. This is I'm trying to think, does Shinra do his attack in this one? Or is that next episode? Yeah, I think that's next episode that he does his attack. Yeah. Where he does his rock attack. I'm pretty sure I don't think that's episode 4. Because wait. Maybe it is episode. Yeah, that's the next episode. Okay, so episode 4 is the one where you get the gang come through and then they shoot the fireballs and shit at the they get the big. Oh no, yeah, they get the big wind tunnel. Yeah, I think. Oh no, wait.
No, it's the next episode.
That's the next. Okay, so this episode is the one where Shinra does his big rock out attack.
Yeah, I think that happened at the end of this episode, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Oh yeah, because the homie came. Okay, yeah, because Juggernaut and what's his name come help him, and we see all the callbacks. Like Kareem comes in this episode, Maki comes in this episode, and this is where Inka's like, I want to be doing my own thing. Oh, not Maki. Tamaki comes, but yeah, he does do his rock out attack. I think. No, I think that is still next episode. Wait, I'm trying to see.
They kind of blended in together, especially I watched them back to back too. So it felt like one big episode.
Yeah, he does do it in the next episode. This is just set up. So basically in this episode, we see Arthur go fight that guy, go fight that girl who's one of the pillars. We see your girl Tamaki come back, have some fucking etchy moments with Lieutenant Hinowa, and then we see Kareem come. This is the episode where all the different crews come in to help Company 8, but this is where Sharon is kicking Shinra's ass. Yeah, this is the episode where Shinra gets his ass beat.
Right, he was busting him up too. No mercy, bro. That shit was raw.
And we learned the differences between a second generation and a third generation. They really hammered in this episode because we find out Sharon's a second generation, to where he doesn't produce his own flames. He controls other flames and things that happen around him. And that's what Shinra figures out. We also see Inka is really just an adrenaline junkie. She just fucking doesn't want to go with Sharon, but she doesn't want to go with Shinra because she thinks it's too boring. But she doesn't realize if she's a fire soldier, then she could be in all this crazy shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, this episode was nuts because it just shows how strong the other side is and how weak Shinra is compared to some of these other people. And the animation in this, when Shinra's getting his ass bust through all the different houses, and just the way they animated this was beautiful. Fire Force is really hitting. Like, this episode really told me, like, damn, season 2 is going balls to the wall. They're bringing in all the other characters, and I'm really digging this. This was the calm before the storm, which was episode 5.
Facts. I really did love episode 4 the whole way through. Like, usually, I think it was last episode that I said this, but definitely in Fire Force, on my rating scale, you gain points on episodes where you don't have Tamaki in it. You feel me?
I even gotta say, even with her in this episode, it was still so good that she didn't affect it like
exactly.
Last season.
And see, that's what that's the point I was trying to drive home, because last episode I said it just like that. I said usually you gain points when Tamaki's not an episode, but this is one of the cases where you don't lose points by having Tamaki in an episode, because it
didn't matter.
And I low-key liked it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't horribly written. There was a couple parts after, the joke had already gotten,
they
threw the joke out there, and they kind of they
when they had her sitting down in the thong and they were showing it, like, watch, I got the like when they had her just sitting down and it's pointing at Lieutenant Hinowa and he's like, bro, I don't give a fuck about you in this. Like, you do your thing. Me and Vulcan got too many more issues at hand, and now she's a nun. She's like part of the sisters too. Crazy.
That was just to drive that point home. She's literally that purposeless of a character. You can switch her roles just to get her to do some fan service, switch her role back. Nobody cares, bro. She's just there for the fan service.
Even
and I feel like once you finally get that,
even Kareem, who was from the first company, was like, I don't give a fuck about you, Tamaki. Like,
like, what the fuck is going on with her? You know what I'm saying? Get your girl, you feel me?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was definitely not that it's kind of expected every time you see her. And the thing is, it wasn't super overkill to where she didn't have that important of a role. People don't understand. With season 1, it was such a buzzkill because it was supposed to be a big fight, and it ended up being nothing. You feel me? So this one, it wasn't supposed to be a big fight for her. She was just. It was Shinra's big moment, and she didn't take away from that at all. So
it was Sharon's big moment, because Sharon was kicking
Sharon
ass.
For sure. Because at the same time, though. You feel me? With Sharon, because Sharon gangster. Like he was busting that boy up through houses and shit. I saw that. I was like, whoo, this is the animation itself is taking Fire Force into another league. You feel me? The fight scenes were incredible. But I definitely liked Inca. I love the adrenaline junkiness about her. At the same time, like you said, I wish Shinra would have drove that point home. He's so bent on, I'm a hero. He should have been like, hey, you don't realize madness is going on. I'm on the good side of it, but I'm here. It's not boring. I'm on the front lines. And like she's watching him get fucking dog walked. You know what I'm saying? And he getting his shit rocked.
And he should be like, yo, like these people are not, they're going to take your freedom. You can still live a crazy life with me by having your free. Like, yeah, it's like you said, he needs to just stop being like, I'm a hero, I'm a save, and understand someone else's viewpoint. It's time for him to expand.
It's very simple to hear her out when like the whole thing is she said a couple things. Like there was a bunch of red flags that she's not trying to go with you, dog. But he kept trying to drive it home, and every time she would say something, he'd be sitting there like,
"You can't talk no jutsu his way out of this."
I don't understand. Like the thing is, it's a simple concept to understand.
It's so funny to see the influences that Naruto has because this new generation's mangaka, even though this guy worked on Soul Eater, you can see the influences of Naruto on Asta, Shinra, Deku, Tanjiro. You can see him on all across the board. Shinra's trying to do talk no jutsu, and that shit's not working. Like, and that's what I love that these new mangaka are realizing. It's like, yeah, Kishimoto had a good point about Naruto using his words and being morally just, but it's like, what happens when you face someone who doesn't give a fuck about that? Because there are humans out there, and we see Asta go through it, we're seeing Shinra go through it, and we see Deku go through it. And the ways that they're handling it are very interesting. And I'm interested to see how Shinra handles Inca because this is his first wall that he has to hop over. If he can hop over Inca, then he'll be able to convince Sho later down the line. It's all to build to convincing Sho. Kind of like how Naruto was built to convince Sasuke, Shinra is being built to convince Sho to come back to his side.
Facts. It's all plot progression with this. You know what I'm saying? With that whole little interaction, you feel me? I just wish that she wouldn't be so stubborn to realize that, hey, these people are trying to kidnap me. It's not boring what he's trying to do. He's just trying to get me from not being kidnapped. So I feel like that whole it's just for plot progression. The whole him not understanding her and her not understanding him.
It's to make him grow as a hero.
Exactly, and it's gonna be. I'm liking the way it's playing out. You feel me? I'm loving her as a character. I'm loving him as a character. He's grown on me over like at the beginning of season 1. I was like, okay, he's cool, but I was picking other character to be my favorite character. But like,
Sure, slowly becoming one of Arthur. Yeah, Arthur's for sure my favorite, but Shinra's slowly climbing his way up to be tied with Arthur. Like, I love Arthur, man. And all right, what would you rate episode 4? I'm giving this a solid 4.6. Solid.
Yeah, I'm about to say I give it a good 4.6, 4.5, 4.6.
Yeah,
but for sure, it's a little bit over 4.5, bro. Because it's like
this was great. So let's get to episode 5. This is where Shinra does the attack. The Coroner, a.k.a. Sign of a Devil, / a secret plan. Shinra makes an important discovery on how to fight Chiron, him being a second generation, but incorporating a new hand form into his fighting style still proves difficult. The other fire soldiers put into action a novel approach to putting rest a demon inferno. So let's talk about the other side. So before we talk about Shinra, so Lieutenant Hinowa, Captain Obi, and all of their assistants from Company 5 and I believe Company 6, and then I believe it's Kareem. So they have Company 5, 6, and Kareem, and the people that they sent from 5 and 6 are big fans of Obi, so they all come together. Licht makes a plan to take all of the fires that are there, use all of the second generations to send the fires to Maki so she could turn the fires into this big firestorm tornado, have Hinowa bring the demon there, shoot this big ballistics missile into the fire tunnel to then shoot at the demon and then destroy him, and then all of a sudden have Kareem freeze all of that fire so it doesn't burn the city. We see Obi have to shoot the demon inside of the thing with Vulcan. It's just a great plan by Licht, and to see everything come together where Hinowa, Maki, and Kareem all have big roles being second generations, and it just works really well. Shows how good Obi is at. It shows everything that they went through for season 1 mattered for Obi building up all of his alliances and being an amazing captain to thus really solving this issue. And then it also shows that what he's doing is working, which is going to allow the other companies to want to help him more often because this actually worked.
Yeah, bro was killing me with the whole shooting shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit was killing me, bro. I was sitting there like, son, shoot that shit, son. Shoot it, son. Shoot it. Like, son, what are you doing? Like, he's like, what button is it? I'm like, you fucking, bro, shoot, son. Hit them all. Like,
Vulcan was
tripping,
like,
son.
You clowning, bro.
Bro, Vulcan killed me with that shit because Vulcan brought this nigga up to, he was like, bro, you don't even have to trip, son. Just hit the button, bro. Just hit all buttons. I'm bringing you there, so I'm doing the work for you. Love the comedy of this episode, especially with that gang, you know what I'm saying? With the whole chemistry between everybody. It was a beautiful thing. I even like homie who freezes shit.
Yeah, Kareem.
Kareem he dope as hell. Like, he's a dope ass character. As soon as he came on the scene,
it's dope seeing the other companies come to help, and I think that we're gonna see that more often now that this works. And I'm ready to get Ogun, the black guy, all up in the gang, because we see him in the previews. We see Bubble Guy in the previews, and Bubble Guy made his appearance back again with Juggernaut to help Shinra fight Sharon's other counterparts,
and they're intriguing. I like them a lot.
Yeah, so let's get to Shinra fighting Sharon. Shinra realizes, I got to use my rock technique, aka the corner, sign of the devil. It's him finally embracing himself being a devil and embracing that I have these devilish abilities, but just because I have this doesn't mean I'm not a hero. I'm going to embrace it and be who I am and still be a hero. He does his big devil attack, which eats up Sharon. And Sharon, this is the first time Sharon ever took damage, but it doesn't defeat him. It just knocks him out. Then Sharon gets up and punches Shinra and is like, oh, we about to fight. And Shinra's like, bring it on. Meanwhile, Arthur's fighting the other pillar.
Girl,
yeah. And Homea, and he's whooping her ass. I can't wait to see how Arthur and Shinra fare in the next episode, because it's going to be Shinra versus Sharon and Arthur versus Homea. Will they save Inca? I think they will. But I feel like if they save Inca, the next pillar they're losing to the Evangelist. They're going to lose a pillar at some point, because in the preview you see Sho, Homea, Shinra, and Inca, and then they have 3 or 4 others like empty slots with nobody behind it. I feel like they're gonna if they win this one, they're gonna lose the next one.
Yeah, shit. I'm excited to see what goes on, what happens from here on out. You know what I'm saying? But all the new characters introduced, I'm loving them. Like, from villains to heroes, like from other companies. I'm just excited to see. Like, now, to me, Fire Force is getting in that bag to where, okay,
it's amazing.
It's here to stay. Season 1 was intro. This is we in the game now. And
I can't wait for Joker to come back. Orochimaru ass. Like, what's his whole deal? Because now we know it's clear. The Fire Force versus the Evangelist. But why was Joker messing with Shinra in the first episode?
Facts.
We still got to realize that Light is a partner of Joker. That's still in the background. You can't forget that. So what's up with all of that? And what does he connect to Burns and all of this shit? So I'm ready to see all of it. But this episode, ain't gonna lie, bro. This a 5 for me. I was
reading the manga too. Like, I was reading the manga with this one. But wait, you said it was a 5? You know what I'm saying?
I'm giving it a 5 out of 10.
Damn,
5 out of 5.
5.
This is amazing, man. This was an amazing episode. Just seeing Shinra's attack, the way it was animated, like they're putting the budget into it. It looks Wano good. It looks Demon Slayer good. Like, Fire Force is doing its thing. I got to give it a 5 out of 5.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to lie. When Shinra did that big ass attack, that shit looked amazing. You know what I'm saying? All the whole fire tornado, everything in the episode looked amazing.
It just worked so well. Spectacular. And so what would you rate this out of 5?
I'll give this one a good, I want to say 5, but I want to say like something like maybe 4.8, you know what I'm saying? Just how.
You want to hold that on your 5?
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. Now that I'm really thinking about it.
It's a 5, bro.
It didn't have anything where it lacked.
That's what I'm saying. And there was no Tamaki in this episode causing problems.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You gain points when you lose Tamaki in episodes. So that's definitely a 5. You know what I'm saying? I forgot my golden rule. You feel me?
But I also like that like the Earth that we know is like long, long ago. And they're like in some future, and rock and roll is a thing of the distant past. And I love how they're going to make Shinra be this metal guy. It works so well. Everything about it. Episode was great, man.
And see, I was about to say too, that I was reading the manga along with it for the last 2 episodes. You feel me? Like, just reading as I watched. You feel me? And I'm not gonna lie, the art in the manga is gas packed. Like, I might have to start reading the manga to catch up after this season. Like, for the rest of the season, I'm probably gonna keep doing it like this and keep like watching the episode and reading the manga a little bit after. Like, to just
it's beautiful.
I'm not gonna lie,
I'm caught up to where, because I stopped reading right at when they met Inca, because I was like, oh, I gotta watch this. I'm gonna start reading again, just like you all, because like it's too good. Like when the season ends, I got to know what keeps happening. I love Fire Force.
And
I like Fire Force more than Soul Eater, and I think the mangaka actually accomplished a goal where Soul Eater, he didn't get his full vision out, and I think Fire Force, he's getting it 100% out.
Since we getting these Shaman King kind of rehashes, let's get a Soul Eater. They're not gonna do it because Fire Force is such a big money.
Yeah,
big
Akubo and Akubo's killing it with this. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like Soul Eater was his first attempt, and I'm not gonna call it a failure, but Fire Force is his success.
No, for sure. The anime was, compared to the manga, the anime was very successful, but the anime was successful being incomplete.
Yeah.
And being completed with a Demon Slayer ending. So the thing is, you give that Demon Slayer ending to Soul Eater and it brings it down a couple notches, but Soul Eater was gas. And I feel like Fire Force, you get to see the full extent of the mangaka's potential.
Yeah.
You get to see him really execute on that, because you got to see it if you read the Soul Eater manga, but if you watch the anime, you got to see the potential, but you didn't get to see the potential fully expound upon. And I feel like if we do get a Soul Eater remix in the future, remix, reboot, remaster, whatever, hopefully they finish the ending and make it really gas. I feel like it's gonna be long after Fire Force is a raging success.
Yeah,
like I feel like Fire Force is gonna be a raging success and get people, like when Fire Force is said and done, people gonna be like, we want more content. They gonna be like, well, we have Soul Eater that y'all fucking butchered.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That'd be fire. I'm like I said, I'm so ready for Ogun. I'm ready to see my Black Fire Force member team up with Arthur and Shinra and kick ass. Like I'm
dealing with a shonen powerhouse. You feel me?
Yeah, Fire Force is now up there, man. I said when we were talking about the new gen, I always said Fire Force was going to be there. It's now here with the big dogs, and it is a big dog in itself. So congratulations to Akubo and Fire Force and Shinra being part of the new gen main stars. We're going to have to re-rank. We're going to have to re-rank the MCs of the new gen. Now that we've seen now that we've seen what happened with Tanjiro, now that we've seen what's up with Deku, I think next episode we're gonna have to re-rank them.
Then we're gonna get some more manga exclusive anime characters soon. Like we're gonna get the whole Yuji Itadori shit, and you know what I'm saying? We'll get the whole Chainsaw Man shit. So we're gonna get we're gonna get Shiki from Eden Zero. So we're gonna have a whole bunch of new.
Oh, look at this guy.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. People hating on Fairy Tail for specific reasons, but at the same time, Fairy Tail is big, like all them other. Huge. But the thing is, I feel like Eden Zero is shitting on Fairy Tail. Like I'm 100% caught up. Like I'm all the way caught up on Eden Zero, and to me, Fairy Tail was cool. Rave Masters was cool. To me, Eden Zero.
So Fairy Tail's like it's Soul Eater, and Eden Zero's like it's Fire Force.
Yeah, and it's still in early stages. So I can't wait to see where it goes. Like even where I'm at in the manga, I still feel like we got a long way to go. But it's like I feel like it's gonna be tightly knit to where it's not gonna be the super long running shonen, but it's gonna be a great. We might get 100 episodes out of this. You know what I'm saying?
All right, bet.
Good arcs.
That's the show, ladies and gentlemen. Krista, tell the people they can find you on social media.
At Krista SJE, you know what I'm saying? Music coming real soon, streaming coming real soon. I seen you got the Twitch shit set up, the game is set up, and me and Fade matter of fact, I'm going over there tomorrow. I do not know what game we will be streaming, but we about to start trying to fuck with it. You feel me? Because the webcam just came in. We about to get it popping. So if y'all want to see me stream all kind of OG games, we'll be doing like GameCube, Game Boy, Super Nintendo, like these exclusive anime games. A lot of English patches for games that weren't brought to the States. A lot of like, classics like Shaman King games, Inuyasha games. You feel me? So if y'all ready for that, me and Fade are gonna start streaming. And also we got Rivals 2, the project, like the album coming soon. The first one was like a little EP. We gave y'all 3 songs, but we're gonna kind of coincide the drop with our Twitch because we're gonna start like a Rivals kind of thing too, to where me and him, every time we do the Rivals segment, we're just gonna be battling, whether it's a Pokemon battle, whether it's like a fighting game, but it's gonna be a competition between me and him. And what better way to start that than dropping Rivals 2? Because the streets need.
Hell yeah, that's gonna be lit. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Krista on Twitch. Y'all make sure y'all get ready for Rivals 2 and be ready to look at all his streaming content. I'm gonna definitely be watching because see who wins, you or Fade. Because I remember
I'm gonna blues him.
I hope so. Look, Fade showed me that he bust your ass. Like I remember when we battled.
Whoa,
Fade won.
I don't remember that.
Fade. It's on YouTube. You can people can go.
I need the footage.
They got our sessions on YouTube.
Somebody fact check Lynn, bro.
You can go to the Bros Who Think YouTube and see who won Jump Force the most. It was me.
Fade beat me, it was a fluke. I know. I watched that man so many times in Jump, especially in Jump Force. That man know he can't see me in Jump Force.
Watch. I'm gonna give Fade his props. I gotta give him his props. Look,
I need a rematch right now. Matter of fact, we gonna do Jump Force on the street because he not seeing, not no 2020 Chris, he not seeing on Jump Force.
Let me see. Hold on. What's the video called?
I remember from Mardi Gras at Nick Grand. Nick Grand had that party for Mardi Gras. It was like Party Gras, whatever the fuck. But it was a turned up ass party. Nigga, we was playing Jump Force in that bitch. I was on the stick forever, whooping everybody ass who wanted smoke back to back to back. And Fade came in several times to get the smoke.
It's called Jump Force Chronicles. Lynn versus Chrissa and versus Fade.
Now, you is another story. You washing probably both of us. I know for sure me, because nigga, I remember playing against you in fucking My Hero. I remember we did a practice run. We wasn't even streaming. I remember it was like, nigga, you got My Hero, the first one.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah, man, let's link up. We got on that bitch, son. No mercy.
Look, bro. Whenever you get back on PlayStation, hop on the stream, bro. I can add. Me and whatchamacallit, me and Slick played 2K on the stream, and I can add your video to like. The system is lit. Like my girlfriend hates how I have like the studio looks nuts right now for the streaming shit. But y'all make sure y'all go follow because I want to see who wins between Chris and Fade in this new. Man, and I think it's a perfect marketing for the rivals thing.
We gotta hop on the goddamn me and you. We gotta hop on Attack on Titan and go slay some Titans gang shit. You feel me? That shit's so fun, and I ain't gonna lie. I wish I had somebody to play with online. It's on PlayStation and Switch.
Oh, I'm gonna get it.
Switch, but it's on PlayStation for sure.
If you hop
on it, Doom probably gonna hop on it. Me, you, and Doom being that bitch.
If we can do a squad, Titans. Oh yeah, I'm getting
what
that.
I'm saying is squad slaying Titans, bro. That should be gas.
Yeah, no, I'm getting that.
Create your own character and shit.
Oh, it's over with. We doing that. Can we become Titans too? Or no?
I see that. I'm not too far into it. I don't know yet.
Okay, but we create our own character. Oh yeah, we're gonna be the Black Squad going fuck up Titans.
It's gonna be gas packed, bro.
I'm down. I'm so lit. Y'all make sure y'all follow me at LynBWT. Follow the Bros Who Think at Bros Who Think. Be sure to check out the most recent episode of Bros Who Binge. We have a Pitch It match. For those who don't know what Pitch It is, it's a game show for the network where we have competitors fight each other and see who can pitch the best idea. For example, it's 2 rounds. Round 1, we give the competitors their question before the show. And for example, a question could be pitch a live action series that's based off an anime. Pitch who you want the director to be and the lead actor. And then the 2 competitors debate to see who has the better pitch, and the judges determine who wins each round based off of that. The second round is more based on can you think on your toes, where you get the question on the spot and you have to pitch on the spot. It's a really fun game. Chris is going to be in the league next year, but y'all make sure to check out this year to see who becomes the champion. This is the match to see who goes to the conference finals. That's out right now. And be sure to check out the latest episode of the Bros Who Think podcast this Thursday, a really fire episode. And if you're into the NBA, we break down the bubble dramatically. So be sure to follow that at Bros Who Think. But other than that, subscribe to the YouTube. Follow us on Twitch, Bros Who Think. Follow Chris and Fade on Twitch. Subscribe to them as well. Be sure to subscribe to us on Spotify and Apple Music, Bros Who Think Network. And be sure to just be looking out for all the new content coming. A new Run It Back will be out soon. This is the one where we got to pick our new movie, man. We got to see what we're going to do. I'm thinking we should do a shonen. We got to talk about that off air. But other than that, for Chris, my name is Lennon. You guys have a good one. We'll talk to you guys next week for Run It Back. But until then, be safe and peace.